This week on Did Y'all See, we're talking about Monique going back and forth and back again on the open marriage stance, whether black men are to blame for the butt enhancement phase, and whether or not you should go into a couple's bedroom. All this and more on Did Y'all See. Did y'all see that Monique has come forward again? I guess in all this talk about Memphis and Toya and their 8 hall passes, someone asked her about her once open, now open again marriage. And Monique was saying that, you know, it's about honesty and communication. So she was saying she never understood why people would say things like, oh, I can't tell my husband this, or I can't tell my wife this, or whatever. And she was like, that's supposed to be your best friend. And so she was like, as a best friend, you should be able to say to your best friend, like, I'm interested in this other person, and I want to, you know, explore that. And so she was like, she was saying if she checks into this other person and tries to figure out what the draw is, and it's something that she can't provide her husband, she's not going to stop him from going out and, you know, making that happen. And then she said, you know, she's from Africa, and she's from she originates from Africa, and, you know, in African societies, you know, many of them are polygamous. And she was like, you know, it was just until we came over to the Western, to America, that we took on all these Western ideals. But then she also talked about taking vows and honoring vows, so, which is very Western. So I don't know, what do y'all think about Monique's comments? I'm trying to give the people a sum of what she said. It was a lot.
And it was a little bit.
And it was a little here and there.
Right.
East, west, north, south.
I hope to achieve like a deep level of trust and understanding and communication in my marriage. Mm-hmm. But I hope to never know this type of love, because I'm just not with it. Like, there's no way that I can, and I'm not saying that I own you, right, but there's no way that I can love you and say, okay, go be with this other woman. Like, I don't know that kind of love. Mm-hmm. Maybe they on some next level, I don't know, deeper understanding, high universe, whatever, stars, moon. Mm-hmm. I ain't with it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if it works for them, cool. But I'm just like, if that's going to be the case, then why get married?
Ain't no best friendship, B. Like, you're my husband. And I understand. I understand wanting to understand what your spouse likes, maybe in the bedroom, what they like physically or what have you. But those are things that you address when you're like dating, courting, fucking around, I don't know, whatever you're doing. That's stuff that you address in the beginning. It's not something that, and not that people can't change in their marriage, but you knew what you signed up for. This is a monogamous relationship. So if you was about blue eyes and blonde hair and you got with me, that's on you, B. It sounds foolish. It just sounds, and you know what, you guys, I really think that the reason why she's about this like open marriage situation, you know, is because I think it's like people, they use it as a safety net, like, oh, if this person rejects me, then I have Billy, Bob, Tyrone, Michael, whoever in the cut. That's what I really think what it's about. I don't know, growing up watching like her shows, and she was like, you know, really big on Black love. This is all new to me now, that it's like, I don't know. Let me stop before I say something, you know. We'll talk.
Okay.
I don't really know. I'm confused about everything because I think she's confused.
Yes.
So it's like when you're not making sense, I can't make sense of what you're saying. You know, no offense.
Right.
I can't do it. Right. I can't understand that. And I just feel like, what's the point of marriage then?
Right.
I just think it's really random, and I just feel like even trying to go back to, oh, I come from Africa and they were about polygamy or whatever. Like you said, those things don't necessarily work out positively. That doesn't mean the people who are in those situations are happy.
Hello.
At all. Like, there's a book called like Babatunde's Wives or something like that I read like last year, and the women that were trying to like poison each other and shit. Like, that's not like that's not the end all be all right solution to have a, you know, I mean, I just feel like you're just allowing people to do whatever so they don't go.
2 years ago, she was discussing that. It was her idea to have an open relationship. Right. And she was almost like apologetic about it. Like, this king I had, I didn't even know what I had, yada, yada. So I'm like totally confused.
She just seems conflicted in her spirit, like in a deep, very deep
level. Like, she just seems very conflicted.
Right.
She just seems conflicted because I'm like, you can't take, on one hand, you can't take traditional Western marriage vows in front of God and pledge to be with this one person sexually, and then say, but you know, if you want to step out here, then go ahead and do you. Because I'm like, that is a betrayal of your vows. And I'm like, people want to say this best friend thing, but like, as a best friend, you don't betray your best friend. So I don't know. Maybe she's not considering a betrayal. She was like, people look at infidelity as like the end of a marriage. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't think that's necessarily what people are saying, but it should be a mistake, like a slip up. And, you know, like, not like this is a repeated activity. Every time you see something new that you like, you got to go have it and test it and try it.
You don't even sound like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my best friend. Like, you want to go do what you do? Like, y'all sound like friends. Y'all don't sound like nobody super, super like, this is the love of my life. I'm committed to him and no, you know, whatever. It's just weird. And when you're conflicted like that, like you said, you just start throwing anything out there along, except for the, you know, the kitchen sink. Like, you know, talking about, well, you know, in Africa, and I'm a this, and I'm a that. And so, and then at the end, the person's like, oh, okay.
Right. And next year it'll be something different.
Right. And then change your mind 2 years from now, like, I don't think I meant it like that.
So, did y'all see that Wale, I guess he's, you know, had a come to Jesus moment, and he posted this meme of this woman, and he was like, listen, y'all, this is not attractive, and I'm sorry if I have ever done anything or we've ever said or done anything in the hip-hop community that made you feel like this is what we wanted, and, you know, I'm sorry if we didn't value your intelligence, your ambition, and your dreams. So I was like, okay. All right, I guess somebody trying to get woke. So, do y'all think, the question is though, do you guys think that hip hop culture and black men specifically are responsible for black women going out and doing things like this to their bodies?
It's a combination of things. Cause I'm just thinking like back before like big booties went mainstream and back before other cultures were embracing it, black men were the ones who were like, girl, you good. I like your big booty. I like your wide hips and you know, all of that. So I want to say they're to blame, but I feel like once Kim Kardashian and it was okay to have a big butt, and it went mainstream, that's when everybody started like kind of going crazy with it.
Yeah, I agree with Jasmine. I don't think black men fetishize it as much as the mainstream does.
Because it was always there.
Right, you know what I mean?
Always.
So I think with black culture, it's something that was just like Jazzy said, it was praised, but it wasn't this thing like, let me have my ass out on IG for these likes or, you know, whatever. So I think with the accumulation of social media and the Kardashian empire, I think that's why people, it's not so much about you want a nice shape in your clothes. It's more so like, let me show this on the beach. Let me show this on IG. Let me show to anybody. So I think that's really what it's, if anything, they should be apologizing, but whatever.
The Kardashians?
The Kardashians, the white people who, you know, it's a new toy that's, you know, it's always been there. Yeah, so I don't know. I think black men can apologize for other things, but not this.
Right?
Like, so many other things on the list. But here we are, talking about ass again. Okay.
It gets some attention. It really, really, really does.
I don't know. It's just funny. I think, well, it's not funny, but
I think, but
right, but funny and right. It's a funny thing just because it's like, some men always think everything is about them. Like, I did this to you. This is a kind of about me, right? Like, no, it's not. I think that's how I felt. I mean, I wasn't like offended when I read it. Like, this is so narcissistic, but I felt like, well, that's narcissistic. I feel like people, you know what I mean? Not a malicious
not
narcissistic.
enraged,
Like, boo, this ain't really about you, but thanks anyway for that. But yeah, no, I just feel like the whole booty craze just became a way for folks to get put on. I don't think it has too much to do with rappers in particular or black men in particular saying like, I like that big old fake ass, because I feel like a lot of them don't like, and I feel like some of them just like, they go with it because they kind of like the person, like it attracted them, but that's not what keeps them around or whatever. And, you know, a big booty doesn't really promise anything, but for some people, like you said, a Kim Kardashian or whatever, it opened doors.
But it's a big booty with white skin.
Right. Because I was going to say, what I was trying to say without being shady, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. It's like, when I was trying to say that a big booty doesn't guarantee you certain things, I was thinking about, say, for instance, like a Black China, like in a comparison to a Kim Kardashian. Like she's been able to pick these random husbands, and she's got, you know, whatever going on for herself right now. She has her little empire, and Black China's trying to build hers, but she wasn't able to really. It's not really pushing her the way it pushed anybody else, and same for, you know, Amber Rose. So now she's trying to act like she's, you know, I don't know. It's just a big booty doesn't necessarily work for everybody to get put on, but I think that's the basis of it, and mixed with a lower self-esteem, you think that's what people want. You know, you just feel like, well, my booty is a little, because you're not trying to get put on, you're trying to upgrade your appearance. Because a lot of people are just like, I just feel like my booty was a little too flat, or da 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 da. And I mean, were we told back in the day, like, if you didn't have a booty, you were like no ass at all or whatever back in school? Like,
make you want to switch your wrist.
Right. Everybody got teased for something.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, it's a range of things.
Do I think hip hop is partially responsible? Yes, because hip hop culture is American culture. And they push a lot of messages out there. Like Kim Kardashian wouldn't even want the butt if it wasn't for hip hop culture, right? But the thing is, I don't need you to apologize for it, because there's a lot of things going on that will make a woman feel like, this rapper says I need to have a big butt, so I need to go get a big butt. Like, rappers have been telling us to do a lot of things we should absolutely ignore. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're looking at rap videos thinking like, this is gospel and this is how I need to live my life, like, that's a bigger issue than just, I don't know, hip hop beauty standards. Like, it's a whole lot of stuff going on. Like, women are always trying to figure out the way to get put on, to get, you know, to be appealing to somebody, but you have to just work with what you got. Because it's just, that's not the way. So, did y'all see, this was inspired by an office conversation, and Brandy wrote this serious question, and it was right. And the question was, is it appropriate for you to go into a couple's bedroom? So like, if you're at their house and maybe they're showing you around, and then, you know, they get to the bedroom part, do you walk in? If you go in, do you sit on the bed? As you were growing up, like as kids, were you allowed to be in your parents' bedroom? That type of thing. So is it appropriate to be in a married couple's bedroom? Why? Why not?
I mean, if someone was giving me a tour of their house and they took me to the bedroom, and they welcome me in, I'm gonna go in. I don't think I would go in just to be chilling in their room, and I don't think I would sit on their bed or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I would not go in. I think that's a little extreme. And in my house, it was like everything goes. Like, me and my brother, to this day, we'd be all up in my parents' room and all up in their space, all up in the bed. Like, with us, we were so close that nothing was off limits. So I don't know nothing about that life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, same thing growing up. When my parents were married, I would just be like, sleep in their bed, like, not that I think about it, it's like, what was happening, like, what was I doing? But yeah, like Jazzy said, like, you know, it was like, hey, like, I'm here, I'm gonna watch Cartoon Network, whatever. But where it concerns like my married friends, or my sister and her fiance, I just, if it's just me and my sister, then yeah, like, I'm watching TV on the bed, we kiki and whatever. If her fiance's in the bedroom, I like stand up, I'm by the door, even if it's just like him, like, hello, how are you? I'm going to the bathroom, like, that's your place. Even if you're like my super, super tight friend, it's just like, oh, this is a lovely bedroom, God bless the house, back in the living room. Yeah.
I don't go in people's rooms like that, like anybody's rooms. Like, I usually stay in the common area as well, just because I feel like, one, I wouldn't want people in my room because not that I don't trust people, but I don't trust people, and I don't want y'all stealing my shit, but I'm just playing. And no, I just don't want people, and people's rooms aren't always, like in the movies, like all the bed is made and everything is like nicely put together. Sometimes you leave your drawers on the floor. Sometimes, you got dandruff all over your covers or something. I don't know.
And I don't want to see it.
Right. I don't want to smell the funk of what may have had happened whenever or wherever. I don't want it. So I'm not going to be in your space. And as a married couple, even my sister, I'll only go in her room for real, when, like I said, when she's like doing work or something, I'm like, well, hey, I'm about to leave, and she's not getting up to come meet me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come give you a hug or whatever. But like, I'm not trying to be in people's rooms. I don't want people. I wouldn't want nobody in mine.
I was from a child. I knew like a couple's bedroom was kind of like a sacred space. Like, so my parents, we would fall asleep in my parents' room, but they would be like, okay, time to go to bed. Like, y'all can't stay in here. Like, that was very clear.
Really?
Like, girl.
We used to sleep in my parents' room for like months on end. Sometimes
Never. My parents would, it was comfortable. We can relax and chill, and all four of us can be in this bed, but.
Get up.
Even if something bad happened, like, mommy.
Right. Okay, 30
up,
minutes. Okay, come on now. Go to your room now. And my parents, if it was like, not that we couldn't go in there, so obviously we could go in there. So like if it was open door, then it was open door policy. When that door was closed, girl, I better not open my parents' door. Today, I better not open my parents' door. Now they busted in my doors all the time because it's their house, and I respect. But girl, I cannot open my parents', you better.
Okay.
Cause girl, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to, nothing. So I always got to knock. And my thing is it's more so for my protection, me not going in your bedroom. People do things all throughout their house.
Yeah.
And especially in the bedroom. Yeah. So I'm not trying to have nothing on me.
Girl, yes, you probably, they did good with teaching you to knock. Because I didn't learn to knock till I was about 21.
Okay.
And girl.
And then you saw something. Okay.
Folks, no, it was too many of us in our house. You mess around, somebody be butt ass naked.
Okay.
And that happened to my brother and my sister, and they were like
scarred.
Like, that's why you gotta knock. Mama said knock. You go to everybody's door. Hello.
Okay.
Coming in.
That's it for this episode of Did Y'all See? For more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/MadameNoire.